What's up everybody, the Blue Fang here, and today I'll be ranking the Akatsuki by scaling their powers together. I will not be doing any former Akatsuki members like Orochimaru, Yahiko, or Juzo. I will also not be doing Team Taka since they weren't Akatsuki members long enough. Another thing is that I will rank this list by scaling their powers from their strongest forms, except Obito will not be able to have his Jubito state or any later after that. And only 6 Paths of Pain will go on this list, not Nagato. So now I've done explaining the requirements, let's just get into this video.
Most of the time when these people be talking, I don't even hear them. They talk and they talk, but I do not hear shit when I'm near them. I swear to God that I came up, same stuff, never changed up. Taking shots, get your aim up. Wanna play, get your game up. And I see you hating, so you know I gotta ask. You mad, bro? Yeah. I said, tell me what you mad for. I said, tell me what you mad for.
Starting off with the list is Zetsu. Yeah, it's pretty much no surprise that he's lost on the list. There's nothing really to explain to why he's in this spot. We know that he wasn't really a fighter in the Akatsuki, but rather a spy who gathers intel for the organization. Even though he pretty much brought Kaguya back to life and successfully becoming one of the most hated characters in Naruto, Zetsu really has no other fates. Now moving on, we have Hidan. Yes, he's immortal, but his scythe can be easily dodged and his ritual takes so much time. He does have a unique jutsu though, but we've only seen him use only 2 attacks. It would be hard to find him with no intel, like in Asuma's case, but if someone is fast enough to dodge his scythe, I'm sure Hidan wouldn't be a problem, and that's why he's this low on this list. Next we have Konan. Konan is not weak. Even though she is low on this list, the other members are just crazy strong and are more capable of being in a higher spot. Look, Konan doesn't have that much feats. We haven't really seen her fight as much other than versing Obito and Jiraiya. We've seen her tank a fireball jutsu, which is pretty impressive since she's a paper user. Now if we go back to a fight scene with Obito, we saw Konan use her strongest attack ever, the 600 billion paper bombs. She almost killed Obito with it despite him having Izanagi, but the thing is, she had prep time and was waiting for Obito so she could use her strongest attack. If it was a normal 1v1 situation with no prep, I don't see her using that move. One of the things that was mentioned too by other people is that Konan had the win against Obito even before her 600 billion paper bomb attack, which I really don't agree with. We saw in the fight that Obito underestimated her and he actually admitted it. And he was just playing around half the time. But I gotta give it to Konan, though she made Obito use Izanagi, and I feel bad putting her next to Hidan. Now after Konan we have Sasori. Sasori, he has the power to destroy a whole entire nation, and yes, he has done it before. But think about it. Other than the third Kazekage and the 100 puppets attack, he really doesn't have much of an arsenal. His poison is enough to kill anyone, but everyone is not dumb enough to let him cut them. Basically, even his trump card was beaten. I get it that Chiri is a puppet master and had all of the information on him, but he should have been able to adapt. He was able to kill the strongest Kazekage and destroy a whole entire nation. This proves how capable he is. He is also able to control 100 puppets. However, if you saw the fight, you will notice that he divided his attention from them, and this resulted in them being destroyed. The reason he is down here is just because the one directly above him is just a bit stronger. Just want to point out that Sakura didn't beat Sasori. Yes, after Sasori is none other than his partner Deidara. Let's see what he can do first. Starting off, he can destroy entire villages with his C3 attack. He can kill thousands with C4, and his final attack, well, you know. He fought with Gaara in his own village and won anyways. What was amazing is not his arsenal, but his ability to adapt to any situation. Let me just tell you, Basically, when he fought Gaara, he adapted to the massive advantage of Gaara with his long range. He's also able to strategize new moves, and he really uses this as an advantage. His analysis ability is amazing. He's also resistant to genjutsu. This makes him very capable against many opponents. Now his main weakness is lightning style, but the level of his technique has to be high. So after Deidara we have Kakuzu. So Kakuzu is a very strong shinobi. He was able to essentially win against Team Onslaught and even against Kakashi. If Naruto had not stepped in, they would have all died. Kakuzu was able to use all 5 nature techniques and was also able to survive a fight against Hashirama, the first Hokage, and known as the God of Shinobi. Yes, he survived a battle with the God of Shinobi. He also has a powerful defense and offense, has great usage of his tendrils. He is near immortal as he has 5 hearts including himself, which need to be destroyed for him to die. He's faster than Sharingan Kakashi and is probably physically one of the most strongest members in the team. Now up next is Kisame. When I saw this guy in part 1, I never expected him to be crazy strong. Now Kisame isn't particularly fast as he gets blitzed by KCM Naruto the second he got KCM and Guy. But you know, Guy is crazy fast. However, he has insane durability and willpower. He has chakra comparable to a tailed beast and can heal well very quickly with his own chakra too. Samahada, his sword can rip chakra from his opponent and further boost them up. His greatest feat is against B, the perfect Jinchuriki. B is at least mid Kage level in base, and he put on some tailed beast chakra cloaks including version 2. This is what I mean by good matchup. B went into version 2 and still lost to Kisame. This is what I mean. Well, this is actually what I mean by a good matchup. Because while B is high Kage level easily, Kisame's water dome completely destroyed B. If he had killer intent, he wouldn't have released the water dome, and if Samahada hadn't betrayed Kisame, B would have been 100% dead. So it's safe to say Kisame, the tailless Bijuu, is as strong as a perfect Jinchuriki in its version 2 state. He also managed Guy to go to his 7th gate state, which is pretty impressive. So moving on to the top 3, we have Itachi. Not much there is to explain on him other than his OP Tsukiyomi, Amaterasu, and Susanoo. He is also a full-on genius and had the mind of a Hokage by the age of 7. Itachi's Tsukiyomi is unbreakable and his Amaterasu can't be put out. His Susanoo though is pretty broken, but Itachi is not as strong as the people that are up next. In second place is none other than the leader Pain. Again, not too much there is to explain about Pain's abilities, as one of them was shown to completely obliterate Konoha in one push. His main abilities though come from the Rinnegan, where they are split up into 6 different Pains, and they consist of gravity manipulation, animal summonings, able to absorb chakra, soul sucking, able to shoot rockets, and grow limbs, and reincarnation. The 6 paths of Pain also have shared vision and have gone one-on-one with Naruto in his 8-tailed form. So finally, in first place we got Obito as the strongest Akatsuki member. This because of his one OP jutsu, Kamui, in his Mangekyo Sharingan. When he's in his intangibility state, he doesn't have any physical presence and cannot be touched, pushed, grabbed, and get hurt, which really makes him untouchable. He also can teleport to his own dimension to escape things, and I'm talking about orange masked Obito, not even the Rinnegan one. Pain cannot do anything to Obito, as Shinra Tensei will not work since Obito can become intangible, and he doesn't have a physical presence in that state. And all of Pain's abilities won't even place a scratch on Obito. Well, that's the list, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did and agree, to any of the places I put some members, be sure to comment down below. And if you did agree, be sure to subscribe to the channel and even like the video. Turn on the bell if you could, so you can get notified every time. It's been the Blue Fang, peace.